Almost everyone can get a good math score on the SAT. This is not a test of advanced math. There is no calculus or trigonometry on the test, just basic algebra, geometry, and statistics. Despite what you may have heard, there are very, very few facts and formulas you need to memorize. Almost everyone can get a good math score on the SAT. So how do you bring your score from not very good to maybe even very good? You need these 5 things: time, patience, discipline, resources, strategy. Obviously, you don't have unlimited time, and you very probably don't have unlimited patience or discipline or resources. So that's why you need a strategy to make sure you get the most out of these things. Time, patience, discipline, these things are pretty much self-explanatory. Let's focus on resources and strategy. By resources, we mean those things and people you can turn to help you as you're studying for the test. It's a good idea to actually write down a list of the resources that you can think of. These include, but are not limited to, current and former teachers, tutors, learning centers and after-school programs, study guides and practice tests, friends and family, websites and phone apps, even videos. Most, if not all of these things, should be available either for free or for very little money. It's important that you realize that these are just suggestions. You can follow the plan we lay out here or come up with one of your own. It doesn't matter. As long as you have something, here's what we suggest. Make a schedule. Think about how to get the most out of your resources. Keep a problem journal. Learn to analyze problems and your problem-solving processes. Sharpen the saw. Those last 3 require some more explanation. The SAT is all about problem solving, so you have to be focused on the problems. For starters, you should keep a journal where whenever there's a problem that strikes you as particularly difficult or challenging or confusing or interesting, you can write it down and then you can share it with teachers or tutors or whoever. In addition to this, you need to learn to think about what you're doing when you solve a problem. Every time you take a practice test, make a list of the problems you missed. What topics did they cover? What did they have in common with other problems that you missed? Where did you go wrong when you tried to solve them? You need to get in the habit of asking yourself all of these questions. It's a practice that will help you not just here, but in every math class you take from now on. This last phrase, quote, sharpen the saw, unquote, refers to finding ways to constantly be developing yourself mentally and coming up with better internal resources. In our case, we're particularly interested in mathematical reasoning and problem-solving skills. Some of the things you can do to improve those are do logic puzzles or math and pattern type problems like Sudoku. Or you can look at the books of Raymond Smullyan and Martin Gardner. We'll talk more about that in upcoming videos. Finally, I want to address a question that comes up a lot when people talk about preparing for the SAT. Do I need to spend hundreds of dollars on a prep course to get a good math score? No. These classes can be helpful, and they do provide structure, but this is definitely something you can do on your own.